Hey, welcome back to KJAZ News at 9 a.m. We're with Utah's dating coach, Elisa Goodwin-Snell, and we're talking about the too nice guy today.
That's right. So what are we talking about right here?
Well, this is the guy who hears all the time he's such a nice guy.
Nice guy, and you get tired of that.
Yeah, well, they get tired of being the nice guy.
Well,
I hear that all the time.
Right. Okay, and so I originally thought this was for the ladies, like avoiding the too nice guy, but this is actually for the guys out there.
The guys who just
you need to market yourself better.
Fall into the too nice guy trap, and women are always dumping them and saying, "Oh, you're the nicest guy. You'll make someone so happy."
But
someday.
not me.
So why don't girls like nice guys?
Well, women do like nice guys. The problem is we're attracted to strength and confidence, and if a guy comes off as being too nice, we instinctively don't trust him. We think he's lying. There's just something that doesn't ring true or doesn't feel right. We need to see that strength and confidence. We like a nice guy. We just need to hear him say no to us sometimes. We trust that more. A guy who says no to us 5, 10, 15% of the time is someone we can trust a lot more than a guy who says yes to us all the time. But a guy who says no to us 5 and 10 and 15% of the time is still a guy who's saying yes 85, 90, and 95% of the time. And it's hard to get nice guys to realize that. You know, they want to make women happy. They want to say yes. They want to be there for women. But if they just would pull it back a little bit, they'll be trusted more.
Sounds like it's maybe a lack of confidence.
It looks like a lack of confidence. And so in order to avoid the too nice guy trap, usually the patterns that we established early in a relationship haunt us for months and years to come. So it's really important that when you first meet someone, guys need to keep their chin forward. If they drop that chin, it looks like shame. If they cover their face a lot with their hands, it looks less strong and confident. They need to keep their chin forward, square their shoulders. They need to be busy. You know, if they call a woman 2 and 3 times the first week that they meet her,
like just throw in the towel because she's never going to want to date you again.
Well, and it affects her ability to see him as attractive.
It seems so desperate.
It seems desperate. It doesn't look as strong and confident. We're attracted to men who have a lot going on, men who aren't easily obtainable. That's part of the reason why we like jerks, unfortunately, is because we can't get them. They're hard to get. They're hard to maintain that attention and affection. And so we want a guy who's going to show strength and confidence, pursue us. We're attracted to men who pursue, but we want them to also look like they're busy, they've got their own things going on, they're not excessively available, so that they're more of a commodity that we're going to be proud of than one that...
Not a future restraining order.
Exactly, or ones that we're going to feel like we can easily take for granted. A guy who says no sometimes isn't someone who we can easily take for granted.
Okay, you're right, no one wants to be able to walk all over their significant other.
So you take someone like this, take him in, coach him?
Yes.
But what does it kind of mask who they really are?
Well, no, I mean, the thing is, who they really are, all we see in the first 6 weeks of dating is someone's behavior.
Yeah, no wonder, that's why you shouldn't get engaged in the first 6 weeks, because it's all a facade.
It's not you, it's your technique. So in the first 6 weeks, it really comes down to technique. The way you're approaching the dating game is going to affect whether or not you're perceived well. And then after 6 weeks, I often teach in my coaching, you don't give the best of you to those who don't invest in you. Once you're in the first 6 weeks of dating, and they've continued to invest in you and participate, then you give them flowers, then you take them to a nicer restaurant.
Idea.
Not on the first date, because now I'm setting myself up to be taken for granted. So I don't give the best of me until they have invested in me in a period of time, over a period of time. Then I show them, I can relax my shoulders, I can talk about some of my personal struggles or weaknesses. But why would I share my deepest issues with someone I'm not going to see 6 weeks later?
That's true.
Most relationships don't last that long.
Do you kiss on the first date?
Well, it partially depends on whether or not she's interested. For instance, a nice guy, if he leans back and he notices that she leans forward, that shows that she is interested. The guy who falls into the too nice guy trap, he's always leaning forward more. He's not giving her a chance to lean into him. If he leans back and then leans forward for a minute and she doesn't move, that's an indication she's interested.
I had no idea about all these rules.
Exactly.
Like I never got married.
Well, and it prevents guys from getting unnecessary rejection. So these little techniques make a big difference. I've got a boot camp coming up this Saturday. They can go to utahsdatingcoach.com or call 801-447-6000 for more information. The boot camp covers, this is for both men and women, the first 6 weeks of dating. Everything you need to know to avoid common traps like being attracted to the jerks, you know, and how to identify those who are potentially abusive, but also the too nice guy trap, how to avoid early rejection or how to handle rejection really well where you look even more classy and strong and she's now now even more interested in you after she's rejected you. So it covers all those kinds of things. But they can go to utahsdatingcoach.com to learn more.
What's the main age group that you see?
Oh, anywhere from 20 to 50 and 60. I mean, we have all ages and ranges because, of course, you know, we have people who are divorced or widowed. And
it seems like by that point you've been out of the game for a long time, I'm guessing.
Well, and your confidence is affected.
Right.
So you want a little bit more
You probably feel like it's a whole new world.
Exactly.
Okay.
And confidence matters. Whether you're a man or a woman, confidence matters. We teach women to be feminine and confident.
Okay, I'll just ask you this. Is this kind of coaching expensive?
You know, for the workshops, you get a lot for your money. I charge $95 an hour just for an hour of consulting them. This is $95 for 7 hours.
Oh, okay.
So the workshops are a really good value and benefit.
Oh, well, that's great information. Okay,
right.
so
Well,
connect to Utah.com.
Yeah,
utahsdatingcoach.com.
We'll set up a link.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, got it.